All right.
Let's see if we are going.
We are live.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. We're going to try this again.
Whoever people are watching.
If anybody was watching.
Yeah. So we are running DC20. We are playing the Days of Green, Zira's Adventure. She is in the Upper Dark, not Underdark. And she's traveling along with a goblin by the name of Toggle. And they have been making their way to Manzabarenzen to fight the Drow. Zira has some vengeance against the Drow, and she's ready to what's the term? Like take some there's like one where it's like take the names and stuff, blah blah blah, or
Yeah,
kick some butt and take some names.
pretty much.
Yeah, so she's traveling down. We went through some stories. If you guys haven't checked out after this, maybe check it out. Some of our earlier videos, as well as what we have too is the Days of Green, our actual group session gameplay where we add a lot of our art and stuff. Did you
Hmm?
want to plug our thing or event coming up soon?
Yes, we are super excited. We are going to be doing our first live group gameplay with all of the T-Dog characters on New Year's Eve. That'll be starting right around 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. We are going to have kind of like a one-shot adventure that we're going to be doing, as well as we're all going to be bringing in a lot of delicious food based off of the TV show Delicious in Dungeon. So we would love it if you wanted to join our live stream and vote for your favorite dish. We
And
will
make
be
make something that's like similar to. I would recommend make a dish that's fun and exciting as well for yourselves to enjoy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Come eat food with
Yeah,
us.
because
And
I usually watch these shows and stuff, and it's always hard to kind of like look at it and be like, "Oh man, I want to try that," or "I want to eat
oh,
that."
yes, no,
It's probably gonna be all right.
we're super excited for it. We will be doing a live voting for your favorite dish. And anybody who votes during our stream will be put in a random drawing for some merchandise. So please join us. We're super excited for it.
Yep, cool. We'll go ahead and get started then.
Yeah.
So the last time we left off, Zero was in the Upper Dark, traveling all around with Toggle, the goblin. He had to leave her to go back to his home to figure things out, and Zero went out and about and went to some of the shops and collected things that she needed to collect. And so she was resting under a tree, and Toggle has returned in the morning time of what would be morning time for the Upper Dark, and he does not look the same. He looks berserkish and ready to fight. So let's get into it.
Yes.
Okay, so he comes. Let's see. Oh no. Um, he comes walking over toward you. Okay, you can see him. He is very big and bolded, and he's ready to fight. He has a stick in his hand. He has a blade in his hand, a blade attached to the end of it. It looks very crude-esque. Okay, and he charges in your direction. Okay. Uh,
Roll
Should
for
we roll for
initiative.
initiative? Yeah, let's
All
roll for
right.
initiative. Yes, I get a second check. We actually started recording and then everything fell apart because I didn't update my program and now I closed it and I updated
Apparently,
it.
all my good rolls were
Uh,
wasted on the first time around. That's an 8.
that's an 8. I got a 8 as well.
Oh, but tie goes to the attacker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I am the attacker. I'm somewhat. It goes to me. Yeah. Cool. It's gonna go to me first then. Toggle charges in your direction. Okay, so one action he's gonna do is to move. He is gonna push up against the tree, and his blade is gonna come forward, and he's gonna slash at you. Okay, he's gonna go. And then he's saying a bunch of weird, different things and stuff like. And as the dagger kind of slowly gets closer to you, I'm gonna roll for an attack on you.
Okay, I
Okay,
am going to
I'm gonna
use
add
a
a couple
parry
abilities.
attack.
You're using the parry, you said, right?
Yes, I'm using parry.
Cool. So I rolled a 14 on my attack.
Okay, you miss.
Ah, blade slips past you and embeds right into the tree. He pulls it out real fast, and he tried to use his ability, so he's going to try to attack you again, and he'll go ahead and swing with a disadvantage. So that's going to be a 17 for the first one, and a 8 for the second one.
Thank goodness for disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. And he just like slips and swings, and then he falls back a little bit. Okay. That's it for his turn.
Okay,
He doesn't look too happy.
I'm going to go ahead and use a disarm action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to go ahead and
Yeah, he is up
grab.
against you and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wrestle this thing away from him, basically.
Okay.
So it's my attack against your sleight of hand.
Trickery.
Trickery. Okay.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
It's an 18.
18. I got a 15.
Okay, so I successfully take the stick away from you.
You don't take it away from me.
I don't take it away from you.
No, you don't take it away from me. It doesn't work like that.
I don't get a nice pokey stick.
Yeah, nope. You just knee up and hits it right out of his hand. He was... Should have given myself advantage. Holding with two hands. It flies up into the air and it lands with the spirit head down. Okay?
Okay.
Boing, into the air. He kind of looks at it and he turns his face back and you can see he's snarling and the spit is kind of coming off of his face. Okay?
Okay. And then I'm going to try to, let's see, can I knock him prone? Like, can I sweep? That's an ability, isn't it?
That's part of your attack.
Yeah, but don't I have to have that special ability?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you don't use it.
I don't
You can
think...
try to. I think it's like a grapple ability, maybe to kind of knock him to the floor. Tackle, shove. It'd be your athletics versus my martial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Athletics. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to like just knock you down.
Gotcha.
12.
Let's see, my martial. Nope, not happening. As you just push into him, you push with all your might, but your body is up against the tree, and you are fighting a fight that you cannot win.
Okay.
As he kind of just stands there, and he kind of then his head just, his eyes are just red, and he's just so focused on like tearing you apart. So
Okay. I'm gonna go for one more attack.
okay.
I've got disadvantage because I've already attacked. Oh, but it's okay. 22.
A 22. Ooh, gosh. Yeah, that is a brutal.
Okay, so that's going to be, let's see, since it's unarmed, it's only 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I remember now. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, she's beating me up. So what are you using and stuff since you don't?
My elbow. I'm just kind of going like,
Okay, you're. Gotcha.
Yeah, just to kind of get you back off of me.
Yeah. Yeah, knock him across the face.
Yeah.
He kind of backs up just a little bit, but he's still good and going.
All right. Well, that is all of my turns. Yay!
Yeah, on. Okay. Cool. And with that, he is going to. With that, he kind of snarls and yells.
What is the matter with you?
He then wraps and grabs you on your shoulders and rips into you and stuff. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and roll for an attack. But you're going to go ahead and take 1 damage already from it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'm going to give myself advantage. And I'm going to add an ability, okay? So, that is going to be a 18.
What's a regular?
Okay. So that is another 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to throw you to the ground, okay? So you are now prone.
Can he do that when he's a smaller size than me?
He is not a smaller size anymore.
Oh, he's not anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
He's getting bigger. Gotcha. Okay.
I told you in the last one. I said he's bigger.
No, you didn't. You said he was a smaller size in the last one.
No, I said he was bigger. I said he was bigger. My wife likes to argue the rules. Or she likes to argue that. But
I
you
do.
said. No, like, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah, because remember, we each had an advantage and it negated itself out. Because you had it two-handed, but you
Yeah,
were
but in
also
the
a smaller
last one, I
size.
did say that he was bigger. He was bigger. He was a lot different. He's about your size. Usually he's small. He's shorter than you, just a little bit
Yeah.
shorter than you. But yeah, he's a lot bigger of a size.
Okay, anyway. He's the
Yeah.
same size as me now, so cool. I'm prone.
Yep.
I
And
seem to
then
always
he
end
is
up
going to go
prone.
ahead and attack you because you are prone. He has an advantage, but he has a disadvantage for a second attack.
Right.
Okay. So let's do that. That's going to be a 15.
Tie goes to attacker.
Cool. So that's going to be a 1 damage as he kind of claws at you.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't going to give you this battle easy. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to, like, kick and, like, get him off of me, like, shove him away, you know?
Yep. There. And there is the spear.
Cool. So that's a nat 23 if we're doing the shove, right? That's athletics.
Yeah, that would be shove athletics versus my martial, which I rolled a 11. So you succeeded. 11 compared to what?
Nat 23.
Nat 23, so you succeeded by more than 5. So you get to move me additional space, so 2 spaces, move back. And if you want to, you can knock me prone as well. And by removing one of those. Oops.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, he moves back 1 space away from you, so you have some space between you, and he kind of trips up and falls back, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna use, let's see, it's half my movement speed to stand up, right?
It's gonna, you have to use, I think it's like 2, oh my
2
gosh.
spaces.
I
Sorry.
answered that question a long time. I've been doing a lot of questions today.
I'm doing things that I don't normally do
like
because
doing
I don't have a
story rather than
weapon.
battle.
Usually I just slash and bang things, and yeah, this time around I don't have my sword, so I'm having to do things a little differently,
Yeah.
which is probably good because it expands myself as a player.
Yeah. I wish,
And you
like,
as a DM.
sometimes- It goes to me?
No. I still have 2 actions.
2 actions? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but we're saying, okay, I stand up, that's 2 movement to stand up?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
use 2, I think you have to use 2 movements.
Okay, so then I still have 3 movement, so I can
Left,
walk over to the stick and pick it up.
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
Yep, but that takes a minor action to pick up something.
Right. So now I have a weapon.
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
You are doing
Zira's very
good.
resourceful.
Here, I didn't think that you would take my stick. Now I'm mad.
Toggle, what the heck is the matter with you?
He is not. He is not responding. He's on the floor, and then he is just scratching all over the ground. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna... Yeah. How far away was the stick?
The stick, so you guys are now, I would say probably 8 feet away from each other, or 10 feet away. So he's like, you're 2 spaces away from him.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to him. I think I still have enough movement because the stick was, what, 1 space away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm gonna just go ahead and attack since he's prone.
Okay.
That gives me advantage. And I'm going to power up the attack as well.
Ooh, yep.
Okay. It's gonna be a non-nat 22.
On that 22, he is going to... This is where I start making up rules out of nowhere. And she hates me for it.
Yes, I do, because
This dog is going to grab, let's call it, just before he gets right at him and stuff, okay?
I'm not going for a fatal attack. I'm just gonna smack him upside the head.
Oh, you're smacking him across the face and stuff with the thing? Gosh.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, either render him unconscious or knock some sense into him. Hi, baby. Because, I really don't want to kill this guy who's supposed to be helping me, but he's a little crazy. And I am a guest of the Goblin City, so the last thing I want to do is to start
Kill a
causing
goblin.
trouble. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this stranger who we don't trust anyway just showed up and killed one of our own, right?
Yep. Okay. The dagger comes swinging around, and he tries to go to catch it. And what's the damage on that one? So that's a, what is it? 20,
Well, I rolled a 22.
22? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a brutal hit. So what's the damage on it?
So it's going to be, what, 4?
4.
Because I powered it up. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, you knock him over. Okay, cool. Gosh. And with that, he starts spitting. And then he kind of looks at you, and his eyes are somewhat the normal color that they were. He looks a little bit bewildered, and then he kind of like turns back to the ground, and you can see his back kind of flare up a little bit. And he then stands up fully. Okay. Okay. And that was on your turn that he did that.
Okay, well, my turn is over, so.
Okay, so it's his turn, so he has 2 actions left. Okay? And with that, as he stands up fully, his back then is turned towards you. He turns around, and his chest fully lifts up, and he is now a head taller than you. Okay?
Oh dear.
And then he goes to go ahead and grab you, and he's going to grab at you.
I'm going to sidestep, I think.
Throw you.
So I'm sidestepping, which means that you have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
'Cause, yeah.
Gosh. He goes, and then his fist, his sharp nailed fist comes right at you. So you're going to automatically take 1 damage. Okay. And you said I have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Well. And that's going to be a 19 is the lowest one.
Seriously?
Yes.
Alright, it's a
As
regular
it clips
hit.
right at you. Clips into you, huh?
It's a regular.
Okay. And it's going to be 1 damage again. And he's going to throw you. And you are now prone onto the floor.
How far away from him am I?
You are 2 spaces away. Okay. Cool. That's going to be it for him.
Alright,
You can hear him making like weird noises, like he's hurt and stuff too. Okay.
I'm gonna stand back up. And then I think I'm gonna have to try to like I gotta get him down. So I'm going to attack with advantage.
Attack with an advantage. Okay,
Yes.
let's do this. And you can just see him kind of like his back is turned to you after he has thrown you and stuff. And then you can see him fading back and forth, like kind of his head cocking and turning in confusion and stuff. And him just continually like biting and snarling. Okay.
So I'm going to take the spear and I'm going to flip it so that way the wood... Actually, I'm just going to take the dagger off. Can I just take the dagger off?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You
cool.
just click it and break it on the ground.
Right.
It pops off.
And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to like throw this...
Have you ever thrown a stick?
Well, it's a heavy stick, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could get up to him. I guess I've got enough movement.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'll just like kind of run at him and just like, you know, pinata him a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 14.
14. Cool. And you just stand up off the ground and you just bring the stick and bring it around, and he quickly just turns and he's ready to attack you, and you swap him right across the head. Okay, what's the damage on it? So it's going to be a regular hit.
Okay, so just 1.
1 damage. Oof. I mean, you hit him across the face, and it doesn't look like it's bothered him at all. If anything, I probably should say that the stick probably broke. I'll hold it up together. Yeah, no, the stick broke. That's just the stick broke. Yeah. Gosh, how you doing? Trying to make sure
spitting blood a little bit here.
I try to. There's been so many games that I've played with my wife, and I've run her against things, and she just like schools them completely. And this is like the first one that but she'll probably say like, "Oh, you're giving him abilities that he didn't."
Well, I mean, you are. You automatically take 1 damage no matter what, even if I hit you or not.
Well, I kind of assume that it's like, "Hey, they have these abilities. Let's do this." He has this ability. I like firm it up though. I'm not like changing things
No,
throughout the
no.
gameplay.
But you're like, he just happens to have this magical ability that you don't actually tell me about. It's just this ability
Well,
that he has.
you don't usually know most things' abilities and stuff. You just kind of. All right, then let's do this. He didn't use any actions or anything, I don't think, last turn. So, gosh. He is going to reach out at you, and he's going to rip this stick out of your hands. So it's going to be a disarm ability.
Okay, so it's against my trickery,
your athletics, acrobatics, or trickery.
Okay.
Whichever one you want to use.
Let's see. Athletics, acrobatics, or trickery. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Jeez.
24.
Ooh, that was a total failure then. He kind of tries to rip it, and he's snarling at you, pulling it back, and you kind of hold it tight.
Does he get a splinter, which gives
your
him damage?
I don't think there's a thing for, like, you rolling a nat 20 on your save against him.
No, probably not. It's just too bad.
Yeah, too much for me to think about. Okay, so then that's that, and then he kind of then just brings his hand back, and he's just going to slash at you, okay? So you're automatically going to take 1 damage.
That is it, but I'm
and he's going to
parrying.
give himself advantage, okay? Cool. As you kind of, he's holding the stick with 1 hand, you're holding the stick with 2 hands. He goes back, reaches back to kind of slash at you, and you quickly click that stick up to kind of hit his hand, okay? So you're parrying, so it gives him a disadvantage or a +5?
I get +5.
Okay, so he gave himself an advantage on that attack, okay? And then he's also going to power it up too. Oh gosh, that's where I was rolling all my lows. So that's going to be an 8.
But you get advantage, right?
Yeah, that's right. All right, I thought the parry was. That's gonna be 12.
You still miss.
12. You just quickly stick your stick up, and pop his hand up. He kind of loosens up and opens up. Okay, it's your go.
Okay.
This is it for you right here.
Yep.
You can see some of the blacksmith kind of popping up his head, Mr. Armpits sticking out and looking out the window and stuff, and also the shopkeep guy kind of walks over to the armpit star and kind of peeks in with him and stuff. Okay.
Okay, so I'm attacking.
There's some movement in the streets and stuff.
With
you can hear a lot of
advantage.
things.
And powering it up. So that's going to be a 19.
Gotcha. That's going to be a heavy hit. So what am I doing?
3 damage.
Gosh. And with that, he clips over you with this slash, and you pushed it up with the stick, and then you pulled it back, and you've popped it right into his stomach, and he just pummels back. And with that, all of a sudden, a whizzing noise comes through the air, and it hits like a little weird makeshift dart sticks out of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of looks at you, and his facial expression kind of changes, and then he falls to the ground. And he is unconscious.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna like drop the stick and just... What the heck just happened?
Yeah. Good to show for the long rest.
Oh, man.
You might need another long rest now.
Seriously.
All of a sudden, the fella by the name of Mr. Armpits from the blacksmith comes out of the back door. Oi. Let me pull him around. Yeah, he comes around. Da-da-da-da-da. He comes around. And he says, "Oh, your blade is finished.
Huh?
Get your stuff out of here, please. We don't need any of this.
He attacked
Take
me.
cargo with you."
What the heck is going on with him? What was that all about? I'm very confused right now and very concerned.
He is totally out of it. Okay, his body kind of forms back to how it used to be. It's a shame
Huh?
I haven't was to speak about what takes place with him.
Does this happen often?
Does it happen often? Uh, it's been a while. I mean, he's been gone for so long. I think that he would have taken care of the thing that about taking care of his father. It's a shame.
Wait, what?
I think he'd have buried his father a while ago. He left. He didn't want to deal with it.
So
He said
wait,
he was looking for medicine, and man, he's crazy. He kind of starts walking back, and he says to you, "I don't recommend you traveling with him. It could be very dangerous. He's confused and conflicted. He still thinks that his father's alive."
his father's dead?
Yes, his father's dead. It's sticking up this little town of us.
Where is he?
The father's body? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's back in his house, and he points up to the top of the cliff.
Right. What's in the dart?
That's a that's something that doesn't come by pretty easily. He kind of walks over and kind of pulls it out, and he kind of shoves it in his pocket. And then he's like, "I that's for that was a help for you. All right,
Appreciate it, I think.
you're welcome. I don't think you would have stopped."
No. I don't think he would have stopped either.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to kind of, I'll sheath my sword. I'm going to inspect it, make sure it's quality
It
work.
looks really it looks pretty good. Looks good for the most part and stuff. It has somewhat of a different color on the outside of the blade and stuff. Everything else looks the same. He maybe cleaned up and tightened things up a little bit so it's not as loose or wiggly in your hand. But other than that, it holds up pretty well, and it will do you the job for the time being. Okay.
Good.
And he says, "Yeah."
Then I'm going to go ahead and pick up Toggle and take him over to his house.
All right. And with that, you're able to kind of make your way up to the top of the hillside of this cave, and you push open the door and stuff. And it smells pretty bad in this place. So if you do try to stay in here, you would probably not be able to breathe.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can't find his father's body.
Gotcha.
I'm going to put a cloth over my nose.
Okay. These are the things you're able to see into this helm. As you walk in, you're able to see it's just the crudeness of the room. Okay, it's very small, very smug. The goblins' homes are kind of just cut into the caves, and it's just disoriented, just food mess. Everything is things are growing out of stuff. There's not much of an idea of a bed, more of just like a ground, where just a bunch of massive stuff kind of piles up. Okay. And then there is somewhat of a back chamber room area and stuff as you kind of come through and pass through a lot of this stuff all over the floor, trying to be careful. You can see what appears to be just different little decorations, some on the wall that are hanged askew. Some have fallen off and broken, and you can see markings on the wall of where he's probably punched or scratched or done things. And then as you go to the very back, you can see what appears to be a cleaner room, a small clean room. And there, laying in there, is like somewhat of a wrapped, you don't see the body, but it's wrapped tight and the ropes are wrapped around it. It's very clean, but you can tell that this is where the smell is coming from. Okay. Toggle is probably passed out outside. Okay. And you can hear him muffling and making noises and stuff from his unconscious state. Okay. Yeah, these are the things that you're able to find in here and stuff.
Okay, can I quickly ascertain that the fact the body is indeed a dead man?
As you kind of reach down and stuff, you can tell right immediately as you walked in there, you can tell it is a dead body of a.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just making sure.
The other thing they're able to notice is that there is a paper down on the ground as well, and it is kind of rolled up a sheet that's been kind of ripped and torn a little bit, and on it reads from the other civilians, the goblin civilians, saying, "On your trip away, we've we want to help you. We need, you know, they basically have wrapped the body for him and are pleading with him to rid it. You know what I mean? Or else they will have to take actions and rid the body.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
And
I'm going to quickly egress then.
gotcha.
And go back out to where Toggle is.
Cool. And you spent all your rest points, I'm assuming, right? For the other one, and now you recuperated them?
Yeah, because I had done a long rest. So I gotta use those.
Was it the last session that we did? You did a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
so
it was
you recuperated them.
overnight.
Did you need to do anything right now, or?
I would love to be able to take another long rest.
Not a long rest, but you'd have to do like a short rest,
Yeah,
which would be like a half of a, or 4 hours, I believe it is. Asking.
I think it was just 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes.
You can do that too. You can tell that kind of Toggle is sort of starting to regain consciousness and stuff. And as he does, he kind of like turns to you and stuff as you're kind of relaxing on the floor, picking through some of the scratch marks and stuff and kind of patching yourself up. He kind of shakes himself a little bit and he looks over at you and he says, "You ready?"
Toggle, we need to talk.
And then he kind of looks at you squarely and he says, "We don't talk about nothing."
Will we talk about something?
And then he kind of then reaches into, he goes back into his house. He pulls out something and he hands it off to you and he says, "Here." And he gives you a health potion. We don't talk. I show you where the drow is and that's it.
I can't travel with you right now.
What do you mean you can't travel
You just
with me?
attacked me.
No.
Toggle, you're in denial.
He kind of like pauses for a second and he says, "All right, then find somebody else to take you down there then."
You need to
I need to
bury
go
your
back to
father.
work.
No.
He kind of goes and he shovels himself, starts walking down the hill and stuff.
Toggle, I'm gonna grab him.
He turns to you.
Look
"Let
at
me
me.
go."
I know it's hard.
And then he says, "Shut up. Don't tell me anything. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it from them. I don't need to hear it from you. Now let me go and let me go back to work."
Toggle, go say goodbye.
And he looks at
This
you.
madness is destroying you.
You don't, he says, "You don't understand. You don't know what's wrong with me. You don't know. You don't."
Go say goodbye.
Go ahead and roll for a. I don't like character development, forced character development. Can't force my characters to develop. It's going to be a. You're using influence.
Influence. 15. Forced character development.
I hate you.
If you're gonna be turning into a weregoblin every night,
he kind of just looks at you and then he kind of zips past you. And then he walks over and then he kind of shuffles some of the stuff. And then he grabs some things, some bags, some whatever he can grab. And then he closes the door, he slams it. Okay. And then he says, "Come on, let's go then. I've said my goodbyes. The city folk, they'll put him to rest."
you're not gonna be turning into a crazy weregoblin every night? Try to murder me in my sleep?
He stops and he's like, "No, now let's go."
Okay.
Well.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
I grab my stuff.
And shuffle behind him.
Nope.
As with that, you guys travel deeper down the path and deeper into the caves, heading for the Underdark. And we'll leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time on the live show. And yeah, we look forward to doing our live show for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's
gameplay.
Eve.
Yeah, so come check us out. Sorry, we had a lot of technical difficulties during this one and stuff. So, hopefully you guys don't catch too much of it. But yeah, we're super excited to be on here. We're super excited to be playing DC20, and we're just still learning a lot of the dynamics and the gameplay. Um, and I know it's gonna be a lot difficult with all the subclasses that are coming out too.
Yeah, but it'll be
I try
fun.
not to, like, I was super excited because I was like, cool, you guys are learning it. You guys are getting all the, like, doing things that you should be doing and everything. And now, like, the subclasses is out, and it's like, oh gosh, pull out the
Yeah,
books and kind of go through. But I think, yeah, I think it will be fun and stuff. I think all my players are excited for the subclasses to come out. So,
we are very excited for the
uh,
subclasses to come out.
yeah, if you are a Dungeons and Dragons player, you know, come on over and check out some of the DC20, learn how we play it and stuff. And it is, I mean, we play it D&D, and then we add the extra stuff that comes with DC20.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Very, very
skill
similar to
challenges,
D&D.
and
Yeah.
we also do like the action points and stuff. Makes it so much easier. Like I always say, to track actions.
Yes.
So it makes it easy, and for me as a DM as well, you know, I can kind of play without any notes and just have fun. Uh,
Pretty much. Yep.
yeah, it's
No,
usually because I'm all
it
like,
is.
okay,
It's
let me
a
do
really good
everything else.
system.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been enjoying it for sure.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. I think I think the one thing that you guys don't like is the amount of damage, or the amount of what's called, you know, you're used to like those dice and just throwing everything and like, oh, it's
Yes,
like
but the
50 something
turns
damage.
definitely go
Yeah,
smoother because
yeah,
yeah, you're not doing a whole bunch of different dice. You know, you don't have the, you know, 6d8s that you're rolling and trying to calculate up that damage. It's a lot more structured and just very cut and
yeah,
dry. You know, you're doing 1 or 2 points of damage depending on your weapon, and then uh, depending on how high you roll above that character's AC, you can add another 1 to 2 points of damage. You might be able to power
yep.
it up, just kind of depending on the weapon,
Hmm.
but you're really not going to be doing more than 5 points of damage max.
For the most part, I don't know how it all plays out as you get higher in levels and stuff.
Right, right. But for
It's gonna be
basic
pretty
level,
interesting.
it's a lot easier to calculate it out. You know, you roll, if you hit, you know you're doing damage.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, it's a lot easier. You
Yeah,
don't have to roll a whole bunch of different dice. So we definitely appreciate that.
yeah.
We use most of our other dice as
I
action point
know. I had one of
counters.
my players the other day who was learning because her first time playing Dungeons and Dragons. She's like, "What's all these other dice for?" And I was like, "Actually, just use the D20 and the D8 and the D4
Yep.
and the D6, and that's it, really." I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Just return them back to your game store and get your money.
Yeah, we still use some of the other dice
As
if we have to
trackers
roll
for action points.
or if we get a help die. Sometimes we
Yeah,
get that, but
yeah,
it's not every single turn. It's not every single roll. So yeah,
yeah,
definitely makes it easier. And we're learning all the different abilities
yeah,
and whatnot. But it it is very smooth, and you know we've got these new character sheets
yep,
that puts everything kind of in perspective. I don't know if you can see that, but
yep. If you're interested in getting a character sheet like this, just you guys can DM me on the page, and I can send you the PDF for this. But this is our DC20 character sheets. We try to organize it and get it prepared for that. The fact that we're gonna be getting some, we're doing a lot of like magical items, and we're adding them to the list and stuff, and
yeah,
just having fun with it and seeing where it goes. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's been a lot of fun.
yeah,
So, all right, well, we'll catch you guys next week,
yep,
and have a good one.
yeah.
This is